Oh, hello. Welcome to the junkyard. I've got some stuff that I'd like to show you. And yeah, today I felt like voting in some awards. The good old R Anime Awards. I don't actually if I can vote in the Crunchyroll Awards, I would do that as well, but I don't think that's actually allowed anymore. I think they actually closed that. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I don't like see anything suggesting that I can. I think that they closed that. Well, anyway, that was going to be less important because here the our anime subreddit is going to be doing their awards show like they do every year. So I thought it'd be fun to vote in their awards because they're what's cool about their awards show is that they do their best to cover a lot more. So this will just give me an opportunity to talk about basically everything. I mean, there's going to be categories where I don't even really know what to say because I'm just like, I don't know, this is too niche. I didn't watch a lot in this sort of thing, but yeah, I think this will be fun. So yeah, that's what's cool about having like these community-based awards. Is like you can kind of get more of an impression of like what this group of people will like, and also it's like there's just like more personalization, so it's just like they want to talk about this, so they will have this in their awards, whereas with the Crunchyroll awards it's like I know people want more nominations and more stuff or whatever, but it's like they just have to make this appeal to as many people as possible. That's not really the point to have like a fair and balanced system, I guess. As much as that kind of sucks, it's like yeah, sorry, it's not their job to have an awards show that appeals to you. They just want it to be fun to watch for many people, I guess. So anyway, best OST is the first category. There's 23 categories to show you just how much. But actually, oh, this is cool. They did that's cool. I think this is new, where you can swap between languages. Very very cool. All right. Well, best OST. So we've got 86. Interesting that they are. Oh yeah, so they're going to specifically name part one because they want. They will only include shows that finished in 2021, and I think they might like consider the cutoff being like if something runs into January, then they'll consider it for 2021. But because 86 has been delayed until I think March, then 80 then the second part is not eligible for this year's awards. So you'll see part two of 86 in next year's awards, which I think will be very funny, a little bit awkward because it's only like 2 episodes, but that's how their rules work. Um, and I think Jujutsu Kaisen will be eligible this year, whereas last year it wasn't. And I think that kind of bothered people because it's like, oh, Jujutsu Kaisen is so good, it's so popular. But they're like, fuck off. It didn't end in 2021. It's literally still airing while we're doing these awards. So anyway, all right. So 86, Mushoku Tensei, Shingeki no Kyojin, Vivi, Bakuten, Shadow's House, Sunny Boy, Wonder Egg Priority. Okay, I like these nominations quite a bit. The only one I'm not fully aware of is Bakuten. I didn't see that show at all. Um, I kind of want to say like I really like the OST for Shadow's House, but I think there was something that just it was just this kind of style that I think was really cool. I don't think it's a soundtrack that stands out all that much as having like this. Ooh, it's such a cool, awesome soundtrack that you would like listen to outside of the anime, but it's just like it just fits the anime so well with this gothic Victorian theme. Um, so that's cool. It definitely stands out, but I don't think it's like the best soundtrack of the year. Mushoku Tensei, it the soundtrack for this anime is interesting. It's more like it's almost like a film score, really, because it's very sparse. Um, doesn't play in a lot of scenes. And what bits you do get of it are nice, but once again, it's not like a soundtrack that really stands out. It's just more like the way they use the soundtrack is interesting. Whereas 86 and Shigeki, and to an extent Vivi as well, are just like these anime have like the hard hitting cinematic soundtracks. Like I mean, 86 is by Hiroyuki Sawano. Shingeki is obviously Hiroyuki Sawano as well as his assistant. I don't know who did Vivi. I'm not actually sure who did Vivi. Yeah, excuse me for being snivelly. It's You can't see it, but it's -9 degrees Celsius outside, so that'd be like what would that be, like 20 degrees or something Fahrenheit, and there's like 6 inches of snow on the ground. So yeah. Anyway, who did the soundtrack for Vivi? Let me see. Let me check this out. Satoru Kosaki. Oh, he did some Monogatari music, which is pretty cool, I guess. I don't know if I can really recall that soundtrack, though. Interesting. Vivi did have a pretty good soundtrack, though. I might have to give this to... Honestly, though, my top two are Sunny Boy and One Direct Priority, and I might actually lean towards One Direct Priority, because that soundtrack was just, like, so weird and unique. Whereas Sunny Boy definitely had a cool soundtrack, and it was cool with how it was used, because it's like 75% of the anime has no soundtrack, and it's mostly like you kind of get like just like actual rock songs that will play during like some important scenes. It's really cool. If you haven't seen Sunny Boy, like you're really missing out. Sunny Boy was definitely one of the top anime of the last year. I think I'll give it to One Direct Priority though. Can I change my vote? Okay, I can't change my vote. I thought that the way it has like this animation, it's like, oh shit, did I just like lock that in permanently? All right. Let's see. Next one, voice acting. All right, so we've got two Aoi Yukis for Biba and Kumoko. Then you got Mayumi Dojima as Maya Sakamoto, or Maya Sakamoto as Mayumi Dojima. Tomokazu Sugita as Rudius. Natsuki Hanai as Vanitas. Natsumi Tanizaki as Vivi. Yusuke Kobayashi as Subaru. Yukari Tamura as Rika. Yuki Ono as Lewis. And Yuki Kaji as Eren. The one that I'm just like looking at like as like, really? What is fucking Tomokazu Sugita? Why? Like the fat Rudius? That's what, like, who vote? That has to be a community vote, because what our anime does is they will have two sets of nominations where they'll open nominations up to the public so people can vote for themselves what should be represented in the awards, and then they have a jury that will then add more names to the list, add more nominations to the list. I think it's actually like, I think for a 10 entry category, I think there's 8 community votes, and then the jury adds 2 of their own, 2 that they feel like, you know, might be not as well represented by the public, you know, something that might be more niche, more underlooked is what the jury is there for. Because the jury, I like know who these guys are, and I know how they operate. Basically, the jury, like, if you're in a category, you have to watch everything in that category to like really know what you're talking about. So like, if you are in the jury for these awards, and if you're in the jury for these awards and you're like part of the voice acting jury, then it's like, okay, you need to watch Heike Monogatari and So I'm a Spider and this is Bishonen Tante Dan, right? Pretty Boys Detective Club. You have to watch Mushoku Tensei. You have to watch Vanitas. You have to watch all 10 of these shows so that you like really get the full context of these characters and these performances. It's like it's a lot of work that they have to do. It's also kind of why I don't do it. I was in there for I wasn't there for 1 year. I was in there for the first year. I have a story about this that I could tell because it's kind of funny. But like I was in a jury for 1 year and I wasn't credited, even though I saved the category. But no one knows that, and no one cares because it was a stupid ass category anyway. And the way that the first year of this was not run very well, but yeah. Anyway, stories. All right, so voice acting, best voice actor, or actress, really. Yeah, interesting. Like I said, the only one that I'm just like openly questioning is Rudius. I mean, Tomokazu Sugita is a fantastic voice actor, but I cannot at all find anything that would be like worthy of a nomination for this performance. Like, especially if it's like, maybe if it was both Rudiuses, that would kind of make sense, but that's not what it is. It's not like they have, it's 2 different voice actors or a voice actor and a voice actress who voices Rudius. Like, doesn't make any sense why. Like, if anything, honestly, if it was the younger Rudius voiced by Yumi Uchiyama, then I guess I could understand, because at least that's like a main character of a series. But this one, it's like, why? Like, why would you vote for just like the creepy voice that just pops in every 5 minutes and makes everything super awkward? I don't. If you're wondering, I don't like Mushoku Tensei very much. A little known fact about me: I'm not a big fan of this series. Anyway, I also haven't seen. I haven't seen Higurashi. I've only seen one episode of Vanitas, and I haven't seen either of the Aoyuki shows. I am kind of aware of what Aoyuki does in these. In this one, in Heike, she kind of like gives these monologues, I guess, that are performed in like a traditional Japanese song, kind of like a kabuki song or something like that. I'm not actually sure what it's called, but it's something that she sings in this very strange, again, kind of like this kabuki tone, if you even know what that is, where it's like she has this very weird, exaggerated inflection, and it's something that like if you have to hear it, and maybe if you hear it, you'll be like, oh, okay, I kind of know what that is because it appears in anime every now and then. But it's like it's something that takes a lot of fucking talent to do. Like that's something that you can't just do on the fly. And Kumiko apparently is like the entire show. Like most of So I'm a Spider is just Aoyuki like talking to herself, because there are different versions of this character that she communicates with or something like that. It's something fucking bananas, honestly. So if you want most lines in voice acting, then I guess this one should win. I don't know if I cared much for Yuki Kaji's performance in this one. He was very just quiet and mumbly. I guess he was fine, but I don't know. Honestly, I think I might go with Lewis. Like I love Lewis as a character. I think his performance in this season was really good. Yeah, honestly, if it was the guy who played Legoshi, I would have voted for that. That's like an auto win for me. That's like one of my favorite voice acting performances ever. The voice of Legoshi is just so good, dude. Yeah. All right, best OP. Well, I've actually seen every OP this year, so I actually kind of know this one. All right, so Aino Supreme from Maid Dragon, Annoying San Week from Senpai. My senpai is annoying. Cinderella from Komi-san, Hikaru Toki from Heike, Kotsu Labyrinth from Sakugan, Odd Taxi, Shake and Shake from Bishonen Tanteidan, Sing My Pleasure from Vivi, Zombieland Saga Revenge, and Vivid Vice from Jujutsu Kaisen. All right, man, I love these nominations. I don't even know if there's a one that I can think of. Oh, the one I can think of that I would add is Ida 10, and I would kick out Vivid Vice. Honestly, fuck Vivid Vice. Overrated ass OP. Huya Extended sucks. Their music is ass. This is the only one that I think is like actually not good. Maybe from there I would say the Vivi OP is like, I don't want to say it's overrated, but because it is extremely memorable with the way it starts. As you like my pleasure. It's like a cool over the top OP, and it's presented like the presentation isn't like amazing. But again, it's a very memorable OP, at least for that hook. So I guess I can understand why it's here, at the very least. Odd Taxi's pretty cool. Heike's OP is pretty cool. Like all these other OPs are like really, really good. I might honestly say Shake and Shake is like, it's not in like my, I don't know if I would even put in like my top 10 of the year, but again, it is a very, very memorable OP with the dancing and the chorus. So I guess I can't blame anyone for being really hyped about that. But Zombieland and Sakugan and Aino Supreme, this is probably my top 3 of the year. And honestly, it is super hard to choose between those 3. Like, all 3 of those. Damn, I freaking love those. I mean, Aino Supreme has, like, the super catchy Fana song. But I especially love the way it starts with that, and it does all the freaking Nichijou zoom-ins. Like, they literally do the Nichijou OP again. I can't believe they would do that. And then Kokotsu Labyrinth has all these like really cool visuals that have like this really strong sense of momentum where like each scene transitions into each other really, really awesomely, and the way it starts, no matter what you say, yeah, no matter what you say, yeah. Oh, it's such a hype ass OP. It's like it's the OP that the first time I saw it, I'm just like, oh my god, this is going to be a great anime, because it's like it's an OP that's delivered with a lot of confidence. It's just over the top. It's so much fun. And Zombieland Saga is like, it's ridiculous, but it's also super creative. It's super fun, and the way it transitions into the chorus, where it has one member singing out this, I think it's Yugiri, belting out this long note, and like the rest of the group just kind of like comes in with the actual hook. I have to like play this a little bit. Come on, I have to do it. Wait, oh, this is what I meant to click on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh no. Oh, here it is. Okay. That is so fucking good, dude. Oh, I hope that wasn't like too loud for you. Oh shit, I had desktop audio on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that was really loud probably. My apologies. But I hope that was listenable at least. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, man. This is tough. This is really tough because, like, there's also like three things that I could say I just like don't care for too much, and it's like with Labyrinth, I kind of feel like the chorus is a little bit weak. It like doesn't flow with the song all that well, even though the rest of it is just super cool. I know Supreme, I think, might actually have the weakest visuals of these three that I really like. But Revenge, what is my problem with Revenge? Do I have a problem with Revenge? I think this might be my favorite OP of the year. I think I talked myself into giving this OP of the year. Because, again, it has, like, everything that I just really want, and I can't even think of anything that's, like, wrong with it. I mean, I guess, like, those credit screens are, like, not super, like, they kind of take up a little bit of time and don't really show anything, but at the same time, they flow really well with the rest of the visuals. Fuck it, let's just give it to Zombieland. Let's just do it. God, you can't go wrong with any of these three, though. I mean, you can't go wrong with, like, 6 of these, honestly. Like, Vivid Vice sucks. Shake and Shake is fine, but not OP of the year. I would kind of say the same for Cinderella as well, and Sing My Pleasure. But, like, all the rest of them, like, yeah, those are all bangers. Those are all super good. The ED, best ED of the year. So we've got ReZero, Part 2, Jujutsu Kaisen, Mushoku Tensei, Part 2 specifically, Magio Record, okay, Lupin the Third, or Lupin the Third, Maid Dragon S, Love Live Superstar, Shadow's House, Mushoku Tensei. Oh, Mushoku Tensei gets the double dip. You get both OPs or EDs, and then B-Star Season 2. All right, you know what? These are fine, but look, it's Nine Eye. Look, I have to come clean. Nine Eye was my favorite song of 2021. This was literally, like, not even talking about, like, oh, it's my favorite anime thing. No, Nine Eye was my favorite. Nine Eye by Riona was my favorite song of 2021. I made a whole ass fucking list of songs, and I decided this is the best song that came out in 2021. I don't give a fuck. This is so fucking my thing. This is just the best shit I have ever heard. Alright? Shout out to goth anime pop. Definitely one of my favorite genders. It's the fucking best. It is the fucking GOAT ED. I listened to that song so many times. And obviously it looks really cool. So, yeah. If it's not Nine Eye, I'm going to tell you right now. If any jury members are listening to this, if Nine Eye does not win Best ED, you're all trash. Your opinions are all wrong. Community, anyone who's like on our anime and listening to this, watching this, if Nine Eye doesn't win, your opinion is wrong and shit, and you should feel bad about it. All right, next, watch survey. Okay. All right, if you'd like, please let us know which shows from this year's nominees you've watched. All right, 86. I haven't seen Gretzko all that much. Artist Switch. I've seen Beastars. I've seen half of Bishonen. I will watch the rest of it later. I've seen 3 episodes of Blue Period. I might as well just put it there. I don't know if it's like, oh, Phil from well, I don't have my Annie list completely filled out, so I don't think I can do that. Dr. Stone. Let's see, Fumetsu. Have I seen the Hololive thing? I might have, honestly. And I just, like, haven't marked it, but I can't really remember what it was. Horimiya, I saw, like, some of Nagatoro. Again, I don't know if it, like, wants me to say, have I completed these? Have I watched all of them? So I'm just going to say, like, what have I watched, like, parts of, I guess. Maid Dragon, Komi-san, Magia Record, Miyaduko-chan, Mushoku Tensei, Megalobox, Odd Taxi, I've seen Hamifura, ReZero, Shirobako, ReZero Part 2. Oh, they've got both parts of, wait, that doesn't make any sense. This one didn't end in 2021. That was 2020. Maybe that was like a technicality. Maybe that was an oversight. I have no idea. Anyway, that's Sakugan, Shadow's House, Shingeki. Like, Nine Nine is such a good ED that, like, when it came out, people were, like, pinging me, being like, Maz, you're gonna love this one. Like, this is such a Maz core ED. And I'm like, you guys are fucking right. Unison! Hey, Unison's on here. That is awesome. Anitas, Vivi, Wonder Egg, Zombieland, Unicamp. Alright, I think that's it. So, yep. That's interesting that they have that. Alright, Anime of the Year, the most prestigious anime award. Alright, Heike Monogatari, Jujutsu Kaisen, Maid Dragon S, both parts of Mushoku Tensei combined, Nonon Biori, Odd Taxi, SSSS Dynazenon, Shingeki, Sunny Boy, Vivi. Sad that Megalobox didn't make it on here. Megalobox is a terrific series. Vivi I would not leave in here, honestly. I haven't actually watched all of Vivi yet. I still have the last 4. I have the last arc that I need to watch. But even before that, I would give it like a 7. It's like an alright series. It's fun. It's definitely fun. I don't know if I would give it Anime of the Year, though. However, that being said, I really love Maid Dragon. Maid Dragon is excellent. Odd Taxi is phenomenal. Dynazenon is great. Final Shingeki, phenomenal. Sunny Boy, phenomenal. So you've got basically my top 3 right here with Odd Taxi, Attack on Titan, and Sunny Boy. Maid Dragon's also really... Maid Dragon and SSS Dynazenon, these are like 8 out of 10 or better shows. So yeah, I love having them on here as well. Jujutsu Kaisen is like another show that is fun, but not really anime this season. Granted, I've only watched about half of it, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe it gets better later. I don't dislike seeing it on Anime of the Year. It's like, in a way, this is kind of like what I said with The Last of Us Part 2. I fucking hate The Last of Us Part 2, but I would also understand giving it Game of the Year, because it's like, that was just simply the most talked about thing of that year. It's like, what was the game that was in everyone's minds the most, for better or for worse? It was the fucking Last of Us. Like, that was such a huge, like, topic of discussion for video games. It's like, yeah, it might as well win Game of the Year, because like, in some, you know, it's not necessarily like best Game of the Year. It's just, what is the game that defined this year, you know? And I would kind of say that for Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, it is a very definitive anime that came out in 2021. So yeah, I guess I could also say the same for Mushoku Tensei. Mushoku Tensei is my Last of Us Part 2, I guess. Except The Last of Us Part 2 is actually way better. Even though I hate that game. But that shows you how much I fucking hate Mushoku Tensei. Jesus Christ. But you know what? I think anyone who has seen Odd Taxi and any other show on this list should know that Odd Taxi is better. I'm sorry, but Odd Taxi clears this entire list. I love Sunny Boy. I really, really love Sunny Boy, and I had this whole ass video about why I love Sunny Boy. But even then, I'm just like, you know, this feels like an Anime of the Year, but Odd Taxi came out. So, sorry. It was just that good. All right, movie of the year. You know what? I'm gonna skip this one because I haven't seen any of these. I haven't seen the Ava movie. I haven't seen Violet Evergarden. The only one I've seen is Shirobako. Oh, I've seen. This is okay. I've seen the Mugen Train movie, but I don't want to vote for the fucking. I'm not gonna go up to bat for the fucking Kimetsu no Yaiba movie. It's fine, but yeah, I'm not gonna vote. I'm not going to give what is the word? An uneducated opinion, I guess. All right, short film of the year. I don't know any of these as well. Oh wait, Unison is on here. Wait, fucking Unison is on here. I'm voting for Unison. I'm sorry, I haven't seen any of these others, but you know what? Unison was also on my favorite songs of the year. That was like a top 10 or something for a year for me. Unison is so fucking good. Like this is such a cool ass. This is such a cool ass song with a really fun music video. Like this literally got me into Hosho Marine, so I'm voting for. I will definitely go up to bat for Unison. Like, look, I didn't vote for films of the year because I've only seen 2 movies and they were just like okay. Like, Kimetsu no Yaiba movie, it's okay. Shirobako movie, it's okay. But short film of the year, I've only seen one, but it is fucking great. So I will, even without having seen the others, I will just say I love this one enough to feel passionate enough to vote for it. So there we go. Honey, guy, choose me. All right, short series of the year. So we got Artist Switch, Fate Grand Carnival, Ganbare Doki-chan, Kaguya OVA, Pui Pui Molcar, Star Wars Visions, the Mug Cup Show. I didn't know that was a short, and Yoru no Kuni. I don't know why would the or OVAs, even if they are a single episode. But doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of series if it's just one single episode? So I don't know why the Kaguya OVA. That seems like something they added later because it's like, okay, well we have to put the Kaguya OVA in something. I don't know, or maybe one of these others has a weird release schedule where it's like maybe it just didn't have more than one episode or something. Like I don't even know what the hell Artist Switch is. I kind of know what the others are. I know Pui Pui Molcar was this funny meme that everyone was really into like earlier in the year, and then it got into NFTs. So fuck Molcar. Star Wars Visions I heard very mixed things about. I don't know what Yoru no Kuni is. The Mug Cup Show was okay, I guess. I thought that was like I didn't know that was a short. Or maybe this is like a short series spin-off of the main show. I have no idea. And I know what Ganbare Doki-chan is. It's by Yum Yum on Twitter. The guy who made Miru Tights. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna vote for this one. All right, now we've got genre categories. Yeah, there's a lot more that we got. I think. All right, so 86 Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel 3, Ida 10. Yaiba movie, Dynazenon, Kingdom 3, Jujutsu Kaisen, Gintama the Final. Huh. What would I go for? You know what? Honestly, if we want to talk about like how a series is defined, like Dynazenon is great, but I don't know if I would like use the action to define it necessarily. It's more like the specific character beats and plot lines that make that series really interesting. Whereas Jujutsu Kaisen, I think people really are into for the action. So I think I'm gonna vote for Jujutsu Kaisen just based on that. I feel fine doing that. Best Adventure, Dr. Stone, Fumetsu, Log Horizon, Mushoku Tensei, Assassin Show, Star Wars Visions, Slime Season 2, and Yoru no Kuni. This is interesting. Slime, I love. I really love the Slime Isekai. But the thing is, there wasn't much of an adventure in this season because it was mostly like just taking place in Tempest with shit going on in Tempest. You know? I don't know. What the fuck happened in this season of Dr. Stone? I literally forgot this season even came out in 2021. I don't even fucking remember what they did in this season. I think they were just like fucking around and fighting for a bit. So I don't even know if Dr. Stone was all that much of an adventure. Mushoku Tensei. You know, Mushoku Tensei does have a really cool premise for an adventure where it's quite literally the plotline of Final Fantasy VI. If you've ever played Final Fantasy VI, where like halfway into it, the guy just says "fuck all y'all" and destroys the world, and it just scatters everyone in the cast all around. So then you kind of gotta go around the world finding people. That's basically what happens in Mushoku Tensei. Like towards the end of the first cour, there's like this huge cataclysm that happens, and then it sends Rudius and his girlfriend to like the other side of the world, and then they gotta like team up with some weirdo monster guy, and they gotta like go around just like figuring out what the fuck even happened and things like that. It's honestly really cool. But everything else about Mushoku Tensei sucks ass. It's like man, they have like such a cool idea for a story. They just had to give it the shittiest fucking characters that pissed me off. Yeah. Fumetsu is definitely more of an adventure because it's got like the village and the people there, and it's like, you know, going around to different places and like experiencing the different people of this world. I think that was a really cool thing about Fumetsu. So you know what? I'm gonna give it to them. I'm gonna give it to Your Eternity. Sorry, hang on. Let me mute a second and just like clear out my nose. Clear out the fucking nose goo. Also, I'm pretty sure -9 Celsius is actually 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Because -9 times 9.5, that would be about 17, right? And then plus 32, so that would be 15. Let's look this up. 15.8. Look, I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at figuring out Celsius to Fahrenheit. There we go. All right. Comedy, best comedies. We got Nagatoro-san, Kaguya OVA, Make You Black Company, Komi-san, Mieruko-chan, Pui Pui Molcar, Slime 300, and Zombieland Saga. Okay, interesting category, honestly. I have not seen Black Company at all. I haven't seen Molcar at all. And I saw one episode of Nagatoro-san. It did not look like something I would enjoy at all. I don't even think I watched all of the first episode. I just like watched half of it, and I'm just like, this is some bullshit. Who the fuck is into this? I don't get it, man. I know it gets less harsh later on, but still, it's like I don't want to watch these fucking dipshits. This isn't interesting to me. It's not even like something that made me uncomfortable. I'm just like, what is this? What in the world is this? What am I watching? I don't get it, man. Honestly, I didn't get Mieruko-chan either. I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes of that, and I just was like, what is this? Because I didn't like. It's like the joke exists, but it isn't funny. It's like the joke is that she sees these terrifying demonic specters, and they try interacting with her, and she just tries ignoring them. So they fuck around with other stuff in the world, and she's just like, nope, can't see it, can't see that happening, can't see you having a demonic bloody battle with each other right in front of me. But it just wasn't funny. Like it's like the joke just didn't land for me. It's just like, okay, a thing is happening, I guess. It just like invoked no reaction from me. I heard it got a little better because I only watched. I think I said I watched only 2 or 3 episodes, and I heard like it got better overall. But I don't know, man. It just didn't hook me that much. Slime 300 I actually quite like, but I just like it for being comfy and happy and optimistic. I don't think I particularly cared for it comedically. If anything, I thought the show was like unfunny because most of the show was just like, haha, big booby. versus Small Booby. Wow, that's fucking funny, dude. And it's like, shut the fuck up. It was terrible in that aspect. Uh, and the Kaguya OVA was something. I don't know if would I give the best comedy to an entire OVA though, just like one OVA over an entire series. I liked Zombieland Saga a lot more. Like, yeah, like this season of Zombieland, it definitely had some of the best parts of Zombieland. There were two episodes that I thought were whack. The two Yugiri episodes were like, nah, bro. Those are boring ass episodes. I understand. Maybe some people liked it because it's like, ooh, my story, my character development. I'm like, this is fucking dumb. Like, why am I suddenly being asked to take this so seriously, dude? So come on, get back to the idols and stuff. Get back to what the show was. So I didn't like that. But other than that, like if it weren't for those two episodes, I would say that Revenge was better than season one, and I loved season one a lot. I made a whole ass video about why it was such a great show, why it was such a great comedy. So yeah. And Komi-san, I would love to comment more about Komi-san, but I only watched one episode because I'm watching the NovaWorks fan subs, which take fucking forever to come out. They're dropping them like less than one episode per month. It's just like this nightmare schedule that they're on because it's just so much work for them, I guess, and they literally cannot get people to help them because it's just too much to ask for. But it makes the show worth it. It makes the show amazing. So I hope they can finish the rest of the series soon. But yeah, I only watched one episode because for the most part, there's only like 3 episodes that are out, I think. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But yeah, I love Zombieland a lot. I love Zombieland Saga. Terrific series. Drama. Best drama. Beastars 2, Blue Period, Heike Monogatari, Nomad, Megalobox, Evangelion movie, Uma Musume, Violet Evergarden, Wonder Egg Priority. Interesting that Egg would make it on here. Interesting that Uma Musume would make it on here. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not voting for Uma Musume. Not watching Uma Musume. I refuse. Just no, absolutely not. The ones that I have seen are Beastars 2. I saw the first few episodes of Blue Period. I didn't like it that much, honestly. Like, it's fine, but it felt like it was really rushing a lot of its plot points and just kind of blitzing through manga content, which I hear is what they were doing, and that's kind of why there are manga readers who really don't like this adaptation. They really took offense to this adaptation. I don't think it was like bad. I just didn't care for it too much. It was like I was like watching this and I'm like, yeah, okay, this is probably something where everyone's like screaming to read the manga, right? And I think that is what was happening. But that's okay. I don't have to watch all of those because I love Megalobox so much. Megalobox was terrific this year. It was a phenomenal series. Not only just like a great series on its own, but like this is how a sequel can like really capitalize on like the appeal of the first season. Like the first Megalobox was alright. I didn't think it was amazing. It was like a fun action show though. But Megalobox 2, the second season is like, alright, we're just like really gonna say shit with this series. Like we're gonna like give it these really dark and mature themes, but still have like the really cool action and have an emphasis on that and all. It's not like it stopped being an action show. It was just so cool how they did that. It's just a really, really great season. So yeah, I'm voting for Megalobox. Next, we've got the best romance category. So we've got Quintuplets, we've got Fruits Basket Final, Horimiya, Josei and the Tigerfish, Mucal Dreamy, Omoi Omoware, Furare? I've never even heard of this. And then we've got My Senpai is Annoying and Shinigami Bochan, the maid show. The only one I saw of these is Horimiya, admittedly. I haven't seen any of the others. I saw the first like episode or a couple episodes of Quintuplets from the first season. I didn't like it. I thought it was a boring series, honestly. So yeah, both Kuro Maid was something that I did kind of want to watch, and I just never really got around to it. But if someone says it is good, I guess I would believe him. It's something that I heard kind of mixed things on. I think I have a couple of friends who were just like, yeah, the show sucks, but overall, the impressions that the general public have are pretty good, I think. And then Fruits Basket was like the number one anime on my anime list for a minute, I think. So apparently this is a really good series that I totally missed out on. Oh, and my senpai is annoying. I know this being Shaw's anime of the year. Well, aside from Odd Taxi, but this is like the big Shaw show where she's like constantly shilling it, and it'll be like, "Yeah, my senpai is annoying. It's just the great show, the best thing ever." So I'm like, okay. I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be something like Nagatoro-san, where it's just like about two annoying characters being idiots, but apparently it's a lot more than that, and a lot better than that as well. But I liked Horimiya, honestly. I liked Horimiya, and I liked the main couple. I really like these two main characters, and I like the relationship that they developed. So I feel comfortable giving it to Horimiya. I don't think that would be a terrible pick, even if I've seen all 8 of these. My best slice of life: D4DJ, Pompo-san, Maja Minowari. What the fuck is this? Shirobako, Aquatope, Yuru Camp, Shirobako. Did I say Shirobako? Sorry, I think I said Shirobako twice. Whatever. Kobayashi-san. Well, I've only seen the Shirobako movie and Yuta Camp and Kobayashi-san. I don't even, would the Shirobako movie really be counted as a slice of life? That was like some dramatic shit with how they were trying to like make this anime and having to deal with production companies and all that shit. It was a little more intense than a regular slice of life, I thought. I don't know. I haven't seen any of No Non Biori, honestly. It's not something I feel like I would even care for all that much. Aquatope was the PA Works original series of the year, so it probably sucks ass, honestly. And I have no idea what D4DJ is. I have no idea what Pompo-san is. I have no idea what the hell this one is. What the hell is that? I don't know. But Maid Dragon was great. I love Maid Dragon this season. It's just such a fun cast and such fun episodes. So, yeah. Oh yeah, You Camp Triangle exists as well, but whatever. I don't care. Best Suspense: Co-Colors, Mars Red, Odd Taxi, ReZero, Shadow's House, Shingeki no Kyojin Part 1, Sunny Boy, and Vivi. Co-Colors is a movie that I thought came out in like 2018 or 2017, because I remember this is by Kamikaze Doga, who made Pop Team Epic, and they like reference it, they like parody it in Pop Team Epic as like the thing they did before. So I don't know. I guess maybe it wasn't available or like subbed until this year. Seems weird, but whatever. I did not like this season of ReZero. It was not good. Was Odd Taxi really that suspenseful? I guess it was. Huh. I don't know. I guess I'm thinking of Suspense as like what would be like the most dramatic series or something like that. Because I'm also thinking about Sunny Boy, and it's like Sunny Boy is a really cool series, but does it really like leave you hanging with each episode? I don't know. I don't know, man. You know what? I'm just gonna give it to Attack on Titan because I think that was the anime where I'm just like the most invested and like really excited for the next episode. Maybe it helps because that one I watched weekly, whereas basically all the other shows I watched, yeah, I binged ReZero, I binged Odd Taxi, I binged Shadow's House and Sunny Boy, and I binged Vivi. But I watched Attack on Titan weekly. I think that's something that's going to really matter. Like your viewing experience is going to really affect how you feel about these series, which I know sounds silly, but it's like really, if you've watched all of them in one sitting versus watching them week by week, I mean that's what Suspense is about. It's like being having that feeling of like yearning for the next episode, where they leave the last episode off on like a cliffhanger or something. It's like, oh, what happens next? That feeling is really important for Suspense, and yeah, watching a show weekly would really give you that, whereas watching everything on a binge is like, I mean, it's also positive on a binge, because on a binge you're just like, oh man, like I'm really excited to watch this next episode, as opposed to like other shows where it's like, okay, that was an okay episode of anime, I'm gonna go do something else now, or watch something else now. How it keeps your attention better, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to Attack on Titan regardless. Alright, best main dramatic. A main character whose characterization and arc is generally serious in tone and often focused on development. Ai Oto from Wonder Egg, Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan, Hiroshi Otokawa from Odd Taxi, Joe from Megalobox, Rudius Greyrat from Mushoku Tensei, Shinji Ikari from Eva, Vivi, and Yatoru Yagachi from Blue Period. Alright, these seem like pretty good. Nominations. Except Rudius, because fuck Rudius. I would give it to Rudius if his character development was that he dies. If he just like died in episode 3, then I'd be like, he developed perfectly. Great character, but unfortunately that's not what happened. He is still alive as of episode 23 of Mushoku Tensei. Out of 23, he survived both seasons. Sorry if that's a spoiler. The main character doesn't die in his series. Anyway, these are all really important though. These are all really good. Like all of these characters are super good. I love Joe. I love Otokawa. I love Otoi. Eren was really interesting this season. But honestly, it's hard to like tell what the hell Eren is even doing in this season. And that's kind of part of like the mystery of Attack on Titan. It's like, what is Eren's plan and what does he want and how does he really feel about everything? I guess. So maybe I'll erase that, take him out of the running for that. I don't know. Unfortunately, I haven't seen all of Blue Period. Sorry. This is probably a really good character though, because I understand that. I kind of understand where his arc is going, basically, with how he becomes passionate as an artist and things like that. It's a really cool picture of him, by the way. I really like that. It looks sick. Vivi, honestly, like, I mean, I understand Vivi develops, but I don't know if she was all that strong of a character, so I don't think I would consider her all that much. But Otokawa, honestly, like, this dude is just such a phenomenal character. But Joe also develops a lot. Like, Joe's development is so strong in this season. Like, I love Otokawa because of, like, his general demeanor and personality. But is his development as good as Joe's? Oh, this is suddenly very interesting. Because Joe goes from, like, someone who's, like, completely lost himself and is on this really dark path and how he kind of, like, gets himself out of that. Whereas Otokawa is basically this dude who just, like, it's kind of like the plot that happens around him is more interesting than the character himself. Even though he is an interesting character. But I think the development is more like things that we just didn't know or understand about this character that are just revealed later on. Whereas, like the plot itself didn't affect those things too much. Like what does he have hiding in the closet? Being like this big, mystery plot thread. And another thing that I won't spoil, but it's revealed in the last episode. Like, I don't know if the plot is like really dependent on his. I don't know if I don't know if his character development is really dependent on the actual plot. So, you know what? So based on that, I'm giving it to Joe. Like, Joe was just the best developed character of this year, even though I love Otokawa. Like, Otokawa is a better character, a more enjoyable character at least. Alright, main comedic. A main character whose characterization or arc is generally less serious in tone and not as focused on development. So we've got Gintoki from Gintama Nagatoro, Katarina from Hamifura, Kinji Niyomiya from Leikyu Black Company, Renge from Nanan Biori, Komi-san, Yamada Tai, and Toru. Well, here's a character that didn't develop, Yamada Tai. Alright. But maybe I should vote for her because that's a fucking based nomination. I want to say Komi-san because Komi was really great in what I have seen of this series. But I don't know. I would also say the same for Katarina. Like, that's another really, really enjoyable character. But you know what? I gotta give it to my girl Toru. I have to give it to her. Toru is just the greatest. The best. The queen, basically. I just love her. Best supporting character. A dramatic or comedic character that is generally not the main focus of the show. Gugu from Fumetsu. Hajime from Odd Taxi. Hikage from Nonabiori. Mari from Eva. Matsumoto from Vivi, Otto from ReZero, Ruijerd from Mushoku Tensei, and Ryuji from Blue Period. Hey, Ruijerd, this is like the guy who doesn't suck ass. This is like the one decent character in this show, so I actually kind of support this. Otto, I never cared for. Like, I understand he does stuff in season 2, but I don't understand why people were just like, oh my god, Otto, like, best character ever. It's like, why, dude? Like, I get he's kind of a bro, but I don't know, man. I never took him all that seriously. Uh, I mean, okay, I mean, I was like thinking, would Matsumoto really count that much as a supporting character? But I guess the fact that he's not the main character, so yeah, I don't know. But Hajime, I just really love Hajime's arc in Odd Taxi with how he's just like this weirdo who's playing gotcha all the time, but then just like this, it's like a bunch of small unfortunate things have happened to him in his life, and then there's just this one thing that's like out of context. It's the dumbest thing ever, but like it's just everything piled up, and then you add this on top of it, and it's like that's just the tipping point for him. That's just the thing that makes him break, and it's like that is such a cool ass like little bit of development. Like that's just he's such a cool character for that. He was someone where I'm just like, yeah, I totally get this. I totally fuck with what's going on here. He's a terrific character. I love him a lot. Yeah, he should definitely win that, honestly. Like, these other characters are fine, I guess. I actually like Gugu a lot from Fumetsu, but Hajime from Odd Taxi is a phenomenal character. Alright, best cast. We got a Goretsuko Season 4, Fruits Basket the Final, Jujutsu Kaisen, Kobayashi, Mushoku Tensei. Alright, well, that one's not winning. Odd Taxi, ReZero, Zombieland Saga, Revenge. I love the Zombieland girls so much. They're all wonderful. It's even like it's hard to rank all of them because I love all of them pretty much equally. Um, but I think who was like middle of the pack for me in the first season became my favorite with this second season. But that doesn't mean that anyone else got like worse or anything. Like I like Yugiri a lot from the first season. She was my favorite after the first season, even though we didn't see too much of her. And then I just like didn't like her for her episodes in this season. So I'm like, okay, I'm not a Yugiri fanboy anymore. But she's still great. Everyone in this cast is so good, honestly. Those girls are wonderful. ReZero, no. Odd Taxi, like, no bad characters at all. Everyone's great in Odd Taxi. Maid Dragon, I would kind of like to say the same, because I love... There are characters in Maid Dragon that I love, and most of them I do really love. Like, most of this show I really, really love. But then there's just, like, the bits with the... What's the girl's name? Kana's friend. Her. No, I don't like her. Iduru was not as bad as I thought, but I still don't know if I care for her all that much. I almost felt like her inclusion to the series was kind of pointless. And I never cared for Lukoa either. But the rest of the cast is phenomenal. I love Kobayashi. I love Toru. I love Kana. I love Elma. I love Fafnir. Yeah. And I haven't seen season 4 of Regretsuko, but I've been watching the first season a little bit, and that has a really great cast as well. Feneko is like the best character ever. Feneko is so fucking good. So I can understand this one being nominated. This probably does have a really good cast into season 4. JJK was alright, I guess. You know what? Oh wait. Okay, so my 2 nominations are Odd Taxi and Zombieland. But you know what? Just given how interesting everyone is in Odd Taxi and how they all have this shared importance to the overall plot, like it has to be Odd Taxi, honestly. All right, animation. Best animation categories. We've got Heike Monogatari, Jujutsu Kaisen, Kobayashi S, Mushoku Tensei, Skate the Infinity, Sunny Boy, Vivi, and Wonder Egg Priority. I love that they used my favorite shot of Wonder Egg Priority, that episode 1 shot of her holding the pen. That's such a fucking beautiful keynote shot. It's so good. I really love how in this in this category, they have like different. They're using like the actual production thing. Like I don't even know what the fuck you call this. Like the blueprint of the episode or something like that. I have no fucking idea, honestly. This. Oh my god, that is just. It's such a wonderful shot. It is so fucking cool. Anyway, my favorite anime, my favorite animation of this year goes to Vivi. I thought Vivi was just such a gorgeous show. Like, I understand it that not all the shows is perfect, amazing Sakuga animation, but I don't fucking care. Like, the good bits are just so amazingly good that I feel like it should win just for those, if nothing else. I mean, Maid Dragon is great. I think all of these are great. Like, honestly, I can't complain about any of these nominations. Like, JJK is terrific animation. I haven't seen Heike, but it's Science Saru and Yamaka Naoto. Yamada Naoko. I'm so sorry. Yamaka Naoto. And, like, as much as I hate Mushoku Tensei, it's presented extremely well. So, yeah. Sunny Boy is really awesome. Like, honestly, maybe the weakest one out of these is Wonder Egg, just because of how fucking far that show fell. But it still has some of the best animation of the whole year, so yeah, that's a tough category. I don't know if you can like conclusively say which one of these has the best animation. I'm just voting for Vivi because it's my favorite one. Like personally, the animation in Vivi was the most memorable for me. You know what? The one that I would actually say, you know what? I would kick out Wonder Egg and put in Magia Record. Magia Record was like if you have. Yeah. The fucking animation in this show. Like, oh, fuck, it's gone? Shit! Maybe I can... God damn it, that pisses me off. Maybe it's because Maybe because on Streamable you can only have something for, like, a couple of, months. The thing about Magia Record is that the animation makes no fucking sense. It's just like, what the actual fuck am I even watching? But at the same time, it's like, it's so fucking cool. It's like, I'm okay with not understanding what's happening because it's just like, what in the hell is this? Where is it? Please tell me I have this. Do I not have it? Maybe I don't have it. Damn, I think I don't. Fuck. Where did I... Well, whatever. Sorry. I wanted to show you something, but I cannot find it in my folder at all. So, I guess it's not happening. Okay. Whatever. Vivi wins. Give it to Vivi. Background art. Best background art. Heike, Jujutsu Kaisen, Mars Red, Mushoku Tensei, Sunny Boy, Vivi, Vlad Love, Yudu Camp. Do I have strong feelings about any of these? Sunny Boy is pretty cool as usual. I don't know if the background art was all that amazing, though. Same with, like, everything. Honestly, I can't even say, I have no strong feelings about this. I might just say Yudu Camp, because the locations in Yudu Camp are, like, so accurate and feel, like, they contribute, like, the environment of Yudu Camp contributes to the atmosphere of this series so well that I think that one should probably just get it. But I guess I wouldn't really, I have no strong feelings about this, so if you want to argue about it, if you don't think that's the right pick, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not the most knowledgeable about that. This might be the last one. I know it says 19 out of 23, but I skipped a couple of them, so this is probably the last one or second to the last one. It's best character design. Jujutsu Kaisen, Mushoku Tensei, Odd Taxi, Skate, Dynazenon, Sunny Boy, Vivi, Wonder Egg Priority. Okay. Are there any others that I, like, really loved that I would nominate instead? Tacked Up. Where the fuck's Tacked Up? Oh my god. Tacked Up had amazing character designs. Tacked Up was my favorite of the year. it was bad enough that the Crunchyroll Awards snubbed it, so I'm like, okay, well our anime awards are better, so they'll definitely get tacked up in here, right? No, we need another fucking Mushoku Tensei fucking nomination. More like the Mushoku Tensei Awards. How was this, like the fucking 50th nomination that this fucking show has gotten? God. Uh I'm like that meme of like the stick figure screaming, I hate this thing! I hate Mushoku Tensei! I hate Mushoku Tensei! That's me. That's me right now. God damn it. Skate the Infinity has great character designs though. I like Sunny Boys as well, but I think Sunny Boys stand out more just for being oldish rather than having like these really cool, effective looking characters, I guess. It just stands out for like looking like it comes from a different time piece. I would just say it's like an art style that you don't see. Like it has a better art style than a better sense of character design, I think. But that being said, Odd Taxi, Vivi, and Wonder Egg are and Skate. These four are great. Dynazenon, I love the character designs of Dynazenon, but at the same time, they're all like kind of weird and flashy in a way that's like, I don't know. They just look kind of weird and not exactly in the best way. I mean, there are some really great character designs in there. Like Gama's the one character I'd say like looks really weird, but like in a cool way, where it's like, yeah, all right, dude, that's a look. But then Yume has a phenomenal design. Yume is the sweetheart. Vivi, in a way, I like the designs of Vivi, but at the same time, it's mostly just the character design of Vivi that I think is really cool. I mean, I guess Matsumoto with his like Wheatley cube is pretty cool, and the teddy bear is pretty cool, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a series that like has some really standout character designs more than the main character. But Skate, I love the style and the color of Skate, and I love the four girls of Wonder Egg Priority. Like they all look so wonderful. Like I mean, you got the look heterochromia gang, guys. You gotta represent. We gotta rep the heterochromia gang. You know. But the thing is, Odd Taxi has a really really neat trick with the character designs. First one being that they're all animals, but the animals like suit their personality really well. It's like for whatever reason, it's like each character looks exactly how they act. Like it just makes sense that they look that way. But then there's another thing they do later on, which I can't say, but it's like, wow, that is clever as shit, actually. It's really cool. So I would be fine with Odd Taxi, I would be fine with Skate the Infinity. But I'm giving it to Wonder Egg because I gotta represent the heterochromia gang. All right, we gotta do it. And you know what? I'll say Mushoku Tensei doesn't have bad character designs because Roxy's on the show. Roxy, look, as much as I hate Mushoku Tensei, I can at least say that Roxy didn't do anything wrong, I guess. It's not her fault that the rest of the show sucks ass. Where am I? Here we go. I want to marry her. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. Poor Roxy. She deserved better. Rika from the Egg Show. She's adorable. Yeah, Egg's character designs are undefeated. Honestly, I would give it to that. You know what? You know what? Wonder Egg Priority is my favorite character designs. Fuck Tactop. I mostly like Tactop because, like, the design of Destiny is phenomenal, but I guess the other character designs don't have like the best, most interesting designs. But like this is so fucking good. This is a fucking 10 out of 10 design right here. And I mostly just like really like the character designer because the character designer did Kureiji Ali, which is literally the best character design of all time. I mean, look, you can have your opinions on whatever, but look, Ollie, this is the most Mazcore design anyone has ever come up with. So if you don't think this is the best character design of all time, I'm sorry, but I have to disagree. You are actually physically wrong. So there we go. Anyway, best cinematography. So we've got 86 Heike, Jujutsu Kaisen, Kobayashi, Mushoku Tensei, Dinosaur, Sunny Boy Vivi. Um, I love the direction of Kobayashi. Kobayashi looks terrific as well, as usual. Honestly, the directing in Mushoku Tensei wasn't bad either. Same with like all these are really good, honestly. I'm like looking at all. Yeah, I'm trying to like see when I kind of read off all the nominees like this and think like, oh yeah, this one is this and this one is like I kind of do that thinking like, okay, which is the first to go? How do I weed out some names? And I don't know if there's any one that I could just be like, yeah, this one kind of sucked, so this one shouldn't be here. But yeah, they did a good job with this category. But you know what? I think I'm gonna give it to 86. I like maybe it's because I didn't like 86 too much. The directing really stood out to me and elevated this show quite a bit. I thought 86 had some really really great cinematography and some really really great directing. So I'm gonna give it to that. Honestly, Dinosaur is really great though. Dinosaur is super clever. The 30-second shot with the churro is like the most genius thing I've ever seen. But Sunny Boy is also really, really creative and really interesting. Oh, you know what? No, fuck it. I'm giving it to Sunny Boy. I'm sorry. Sunny Boy is just the most creative shit that I've seen in a minute. Like, the stuff they do in this series, you just have to see it for yourself. It's so good. All right, best OST. What else do I have? Holy hell. Oh, wait. Oh, we are back to the beginning. Okay, that's why. I'm like, oh my god, how are there this many categories? Yeah. I think we're gonna do that, but how do I... Okay, your votes are automatically saved and submitted when you select them. So I don't have to, like, click submit on anything. It's already, like, locked in. And I guess it'll just, like, leave whichever votes you have active are, like, the ones that are just, like, counted when they close the submissions or whatever. So, yeah. Okay, so to recap, my votes... We got OST, which is Wonder Egg. Voice acting, Yuki Ono for Lewis. Best OP goes to Taiga Tomo ni Naite Kure from Zombieland Saga Revenge. Best ED goes to Nai from Shadow's House. There was the watch the right. The anime of the year I give to Odd Taxi. Odd Taxi was genuinely my favorite anime of 2021. Movie of the year did not vote on. Short film of the year did not vote on. Wait. No, sorry. I voted for Unison by Hosho Marine for a short film of the year. Short series of the year I did not vote on. Best action gave to Jujutsu Kaisen. Best adventure, To Your Eternity. Best comedy, Zombieland Saga Revenge. Best drama, Nomad, Megalobox 2. Best romance, Horimiya. Best slice of life, Maid Dragon Season 2. Best suspense, Attack on Titan Final Season. Best main dramatic, Joe from Megalobox 2. Best main comedic, Toru from Maid Dragon. Best supporting character, Hajime Tanaka from Odd Taxi. Best cast, Odd Taxi. Best animation, Vivi. Best background art, Yuta Camp Triangle Season 2. Best character design, Wonder Egg Priority. Best cinematography, Sunny Boy. Best OST, Wonder Egg Priority. Oh, we're back in the beginning. I'm sorry. Yeah, so those are all my votes for this year's our Anime Awards. This is the last day of voting, so if you're like watching this on February 2nd and you haven't voted, check it out. Go vote. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching the live stream for this whenever that is going to happen. Let's see. Maybe there's like some info about this that I can help. Yeah, vote open. Oh wait. Oh wait. The votes are open until February 12th, actually, I think. I thought I saw on Twitter that they were like, oh, it's the last day of voting. Huh. I don't know. But when will they do the live stream? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it says so on this thing. They do a live stream sometime later. I don't know. I thought they would say when the award show is. Well, all right. Whenever the awards show is, check out the R Anime Awards show. It's a lot of fun. It's a really fun show. So yeah, check that out and go vote for stuff. So yeah, those are my votes, and that's gonna be it. So yeah, goodbye.